Hello and welcome back in the studio. I'm standing here with two gentlemen, with Robert and Thomas, and we have Adrian plugged in live via Skype. The topic of their session is condition monitoring. Start your way right. If you have any questions for these three gentlemen, please feel free to write them in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the session.
Thanks, Stefan. Hi Thomas, how's it going?
Hi Robert, actually I'm quite good. Just struggling with this new task I have.
Okay, what is it about? Tell me, probably I can help you with.
Oh, everyone is talking about how it is important to gather data, to use it and to analyze it. And it's true, it would be really helpful for us, for example, for monitoring our machines. But we don't have a solution.
Okay, but what's the problem? Just go on Google and you'll find a solution for that.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, with no success.
But there's hundreds of offers. Isn't any of them fitting your problem?
Yeah, that's exactly the problem. There are way too many solutions. I just don't know where to start.
Does this situation sound familiar to you? Did you ever search for condition monitoring and just didn't know where and how to start? And do you even don't know which solution fits your individual problem?
And this is why we're here today. My name is Thomas Meissner and I'm responsible for Balluff's condition monitoring toolkit.
My name is Robert Tilch. I'm responsible for the portable monitoring system. And we have Adrian sitting via Skype with us. Adrian?
Yes, welcome everybody. And I help out if there's integration work is needed or any of these systems does not fit 100%.
Perfect. Okay, so don't lose too much time here. Let's have a look which applications we are going to look at today. First, I'm going to show you the problem. My decentral pump back there is breaking all the time.
And I will talk about what you can do if you want to monitor critical components of your machines.
And then Adrian?
If you want to use data which is already available in your systems and want to correlate it with one of the systems the colleagues shown here, then Customer Project House helps you with that.
Okay, perfect. Let's have a look on the first application I'm going to show you. It's about decentral assets. And imagine you are the head of maintenance in a mid-sized automotive supplier. And you have a big area where your production is running. So you have production lines, you have machines, you have assets like motors and pumps. And the area is even too big that you are going to be able to monitor each of the devices every day. For instance, the decentral assets is far too away from the distance that you can monitor them. The question is how this problem can be solved, what solution can fit for this application. And we have developed the portable monitoring system for that. It's a system containing of several components, all in one package. It's on the one hand the all-new Balluff BCM. It's a sensor where you can drag your condition monitoring data like temperature and vibration, for instance. Second, you have your data box, your wireless data box. With that wireless data box, you are able to collect the data from the BCM via IO-Link M12 port and convert them into an IT protocol. In that case, it's MQTT, and the MQTT protocol then is sent to the cloud. And as a third thing, you have your envelope here, which is containing your information where you can log in and what your password and your username is. So the question is, for what is that good and what are the advantages of that? It's of course monitoring decentral assets. That's what I've told already. And as you also can see, it's all in one package. So you get all those information and all those components from one package. Third, as also mentioned, it's cloud-based. The data are going to the cloud, which allows you to make a very easy setup and to have it plug and play. And also, was very important, there's no IT knowledge needed. So it's, again, plug and play. You just put the sensor in the data box and the data box connects to the cloud and you can see your data right in the next step. Of course, there are many more advantages of that. You can contact me after that, so we can discuss about those. Now the question is, how can the system be set up? So from end to end, from the sensor to the cloud and to the dashboard. And it's very easy, as you see now. First, you plug in your sensor to your asset. In that case, we've shown a pump here. Then second, you plug in with the M12 connector the sensor to the data box. The third is, of course, the data box needs some power supply, either with a 24-volt power supply, or you can even run it with batteries, so that you're completely autark and don't have any need of a power cable there. The fourth step is to log into your system, to your platform. And the fifth step already is that you see your data in your dashboard. And all this is possible because the data are very easily transferred to the cloud. It's pre-configured, and it's basically putting all your needs into one system. So enough about that application. I hope you understand the main topic and the main points about that. Now Thomas is showing you about his application, some details.
Thanks, Robert. Now, what happens if you don't want to go into the cloud or need more sensor data? Well, that's what the condition monitoring toolkit is for. It is your toolkit that you can use to use a variety of condition monitoring use cases and will get you started right away. So what does it consist? Well, it consists of a base unit which combines functionality like connectivity, visualization, and analytics, and a set of variable IO-link sensors that you can use according to your specifications and your requirements. You can use it to what we call decentralized assets. So this is basically your machine, and you have a variety of components in there that you want to monitor. You can use it for that purpose. The benefit is that it's a retrofit solution, so you don't have to manipulate your machine control, and it's plug and place. So you just plug in the sensors into the base unit and the system works right out of the box. It's highly flexible. You can use it according to your requirements, so you can change the sensors, you can connect any IO-link sensor, and there are many, many more benefits that are shown here, which I can't go into detail. So let's talk a bit about how the system will be set up in a use case. So if you take a look here, for example, this is your machining center that you want to monitor a few components from, your critical components that fail and are very expensive to replace or have a long time for delivery. So first of all, you need to choose the right sensors for your application. We can support you with that. Then you install the sensors in the machine, for example, 2 BCMs to monitor vibrations and a pressure sensor and an inductor sensor. The next step is you connect everything to the base unit, plug in the power supply, and then you have to connect to the base unit via your local network, so wireless LAN or regular LAN. Next thing is you log in, and in case there are multiple toolkits installed in your network, you can choose which one it is. And the next step, you already get your dashboard showing your data. There's no more administration required or no more configuration required of the system. You can start right from there and can use more advanced features like analytics from here. That's about the toolkit. The next step, maybe Adrian can talk a bit more what we can offer once you need more than that. Adrian?
Thank you, Thomas. And yes, you are right. From the customer project house, we already know many cases where these solutions will not fit to 100% or need to be integrated, or any other specific need of the customer need to be considered. In many cases, their additional interest is of using also already existing data which they collect either through their ERP or quality system. And they are asking us if we can help them with involving these system data as well. And this is a valid question. And we are responding to that with the customer project house. Because what is it we are all annoyed of? Like buying very, very expensive systems, having them installed, but not using them by 100% of their functionalities and information they could provide. Just think about a smartphone at home. You will never use them by 100%. So we help you working on increasing this efficiency level. So what is it, what you get from us? We can set up an interdisciplinary team who understands the the existing systems and also the different interests and bring them all together on one table to develop and define one joint solution, which is fully adapted to your actual needs. With the project team, we are able to adapt to and to correlate your existing hardware and IT environment, no matter what kind of brand you are using. We are starting right from the beginning, from the definition phase, where we say, okay, which data are needed to really address your pain points, until the deployment and implementation in your surroundings. And why should you like this solution? Because we involve you as our product owner and our project team. You are in responsibility to define your user stories, which are then transferred into technology, that it is ensured that all your specific needs are addressed. And for us, it is clear that this is not only a valid approach for end users. We are also open to define with machine builders a joint business data-based business model, so that also for machine users this could be used. But how to do this from technical side? Let's assume that all data and relevant data is already specified and either is already installed or could be gathered with additional hardware. We bring all these data to one specific location and align it in format. We call this a single source of truth. By correlating these data, we can identify unknown dependencies and trends and help you optimizing your maintenance cycles. We can also visualize for sure these correlations, which help you in cases of root cause analysis and by that having a direct impact on your downtime. And also, as we said before, complex visualizations could be done to address multiple stakeholders. For instance, your production management is interested in the OEE monitoring, or your quality management is rather interested in order or quality data, while your maintenance is always having an eye on your real critical points of the process, and your operators, they actually only care about the output of the machine and user guidance. And don't forget, IIoT is a lot of transparency, and not only transparency in your own company's interest, but also for customers or legal audits. Last but not least, for all of us, it's to say that you shouldn't worry too much about the first starting point you choose, because neither one system is closing the doors for the others. And we are all aligned in architecture and technology, so that it's very easy to adapt or to integrate one of the other systems to a holistic solution. Now it's on you to decide which is your best fit starting point. Is it the project approach to enable your existing systems to correlate the data with each other? Or is it rather Thomas with his condition monitoring toolkit?
Yeah, or are you looking for something to monitor critical components of your machines?
Yeah, or the third topic, to monitor your decentral assets with the portable monitoring system. Just contact us under the email addresses here. Feel free to ask your questions later on in the chat, and we're happy to guide you there to find your perfect solution to start with your condition monitoring application.
Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Adrian. So let's see if there are currently some live questions in our chat. Hello, Thomas. Hello, Robert. Is it possible to connect the I/O link sensor to an edge PC and software for visualizing and analytics at the edge? Are you supporting this feature out of the box today?
I would like to answer that question. Basically, this is what we're offering with the condition monitoring toolkit. There is, in a sense, an edge PC on there with the software and the visualization and the analytics. So yeah, that's actually your box that you get there.
Okay, great. So I would also like to ask you some questions. How compatible are the systems that you just mentioned? Can you run them in parallel or combine them in a sum?
I think, Adrian, that's for you, the one.
Yeah, and this is when Customer Project House comes into play. The good thing is that we discussed our solutions right from the beginning, and we decided to stick to Balluff standards when it comes to architecture and technology. So all these two systems and also the Customer Project House approach is based on these Balluff standards. So the compatibility is ensured. So we can either run them in parallel or just build a holistic solution.
Perfect. And do you already have a date when all of this will be orderable?
Yeah, actually, you have seen Adrian many times today, so you can imagine that Customer Project House with the individual solution is already on the desk, and you can already order it in the DACH region and in the Eastern Europe region. But it's rolled out, Adrian, right, in I think till the end of the year is the plan to have it globally. The solutions of Thomas and Mai are not available yet, but we are hardly working on that and developing the solutions, and we are planning to come out with a solution beginning of next year. But still, we are looking for customers that are willing to start in a prototype phase. So if there's interest from the customer side, feel free to contact again Thomas and me to be a prototype user of our solution in a very early phase, which is, I think, for us good support and very interesting for you.
Okay, thank you. And we have another question from our chat. To what central IT systems or clouds is your system connected out of the box?
Probably I answer first, and then Adrian, you can adapt this. The portable monitoring system is only valid with a cloud that Balluff deploys you as a customer. So it's a standard cloud we are setting up. It's an Azure IT cloud, and this is the basis, and you can use it. There's no chance at the moment to adapt your own cloud or any other cloud than the Azure IoT to the portable monitoring system. But Adrian, I think you are more flexible on that.
For sure, and this is the point where we are not talking about standards anymore. Maybe you have joined one of our previous sessions about the Customer Project House. We have some kind of preferred systems in the Customer Project House as long as we have the flexibility given from the customer. But a standard solution is not written into stone. So we also adapt to what the customer prefers. If he maybe already has some cloud space for his company, then we can also adapt it to them.
Okay, so thanks to all of you for answering the questions and for your short session here. And thanks to all of you for listening. We will have a short break of 10 minutes and then we will be back. Thank you.